Friday night baseball from the Bay Area and the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Kansas City Royals and the Oakland A's. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Jake Odorizzi will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch of the at-bat. Second of 4 here on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone to lead off the inning. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. 3rd home run for him on the year, and the Royals are on the board first. It's 1-0.
Well, this has started off certainly quick. First batter of the game goes deep. Dare I say, ambush tactics?
Stepping into the box, Brian Goodwin. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark.
Goodwin.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see the speed and athleticism of Billy Hamilton on display. He's having a really nice season, hitting over 300 coming into this one. We all know that that's the magic number. When you hit over 300 for a season, you've got plenty to be proud of. Now we'll see if he can keep it up over the rest of the year.
Stepping into the box, Ben Zobrist. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. First pitch coming. Here it is. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1. The 0-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish, and a fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
1 out, nobody on. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Hit out towards second. Profar takes it in. And there's out number 2.
Batting fourth, the catcher, number 13, Salvador Perez.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Laureano on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. But another look here at the solo shot leading off the ball game. Home half of the first coming up from the Coliseum, and the Royals are off to an early 1-0 lead. Bruce Odom will be the starter for the Royals in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
And a ball, 1-0. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, guys, I'm really hoping to see a turnaround from that number 3 hitter. Over the last 10 games, he's only hit 1 home run, and as a guy that hits in the middle order, they're expecting a lot more from him than just 1 bomb. The power just hasn't been there over this stretch.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. First offering on its way. In there, and it's 0-1. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare 1 foul off to the right side. And that misses 2-2.
Looked to be a pitch that caught a lot of the plate right there, so that might be a little indication of the strike zone we can expect the rest of the way.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or 2, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
For every pitcher, you'd like to get through that first inning. 1, 2, 3, 2 out single. Now the cleanup man comes up.
Absolutely, and you know what that means. Cleanup hitter. Guys are in scoring position the minute he steps in the box, let alone have someone on first base.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And it's gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the A's have grabbed a 2-1 lead.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And it's 1-1. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here. And the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, man. And particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. He has success with 2 out, and the bottom of the first stays moving.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Stepping in now, Joe Carter, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 287 the average coming in. 5 homers and 19 driven in. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive to center field. Hamilton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back to the Coliseum right after this. Start of the second inning here in Oakland. Let's check in with Heidi for more on the weather.
Well, Matt, it doesn't appear that we're going to get much of a break from this rain at all as the game progresses. However, I am also hearing that this rain isn't supposed to intensify too much. The grounds crew will be on standby just in case the umpires do call a delay, but the goal is to get this one in uninterrupted.
Yeah, Heidi, and thanks. Even with all the technology that we have today to be able to forecast the weather accurately, one never knows what Mother Nature has in store. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in, and when you get a look at the splits, he's really owned right-handers thus far on the season. Here comes the first pitch. High chopper over to first. Played on the backhand. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. Hey, guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In the air, down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. On the run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
Swung on but fouled off to the left. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Stepping in, Ken Griffey Jr. It was a two-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. First pitch of the at-bat. In there at the knees, strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. A ball and 2 strikes.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. And Junior lays off that one, and the count's back even at 2-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot for Junior. Home run number 9 on the year as the Royals have climbed back to tie things at 2.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Into the box now, Adalberto Mondesi. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. You see the great batting average coming in. 3 homers and 17 RBIs. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Bichette moving in. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. But the Royals are able to knot things up on the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Now at the plate, Marcus Semien. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. First pitch on its way. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
The 1-1. Chopped toward the second baseman. And there's one down now.
Hey, guys, take a look at how Kansas City sets up on D. And, guys, let's focus our attention on center fielder Billy Hamilton, a pitcher's dream out there covering gap to gap. He makes the extraordinary play look routine. Seriously, probably the best range of any center fielder in the game.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And Jurickson Profar will be the next to bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Popped up. Mondesi is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Gomes.
So striding forward now, Yan Gomes. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball one. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left. Sixth home run on the season for him as the A's move out to a 3-2 lead.
Well, the word around the league is that this is a pitcher's ballpark, but it's certainly not playing that way in this one. The last bomb makes it 4 home runs between these two teams, and we might not be done yet.
He went down swinging to start the home first. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Slider laid off for a ball.
1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
On his junior, but this is a base hit.
You can't teach that, Matty. The ability for a right-handed hitter to shoot a ball through the 3-4 hole, unmatched.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and digging in now, Ramon Laureano. He's set, and the pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
Throws him on the bender there, and he's in the hole 0-2. Line towards center field. Hamilton is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. The A's strike for 1 on the solo homer. We've played 2. It's 3-2 Oakland. So next to the plate for the Royals, Miguel Rojas, and he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Oh, tough to catch up when it's moving like that. Takes this the other way to right. Bichette is there, and he has it for the out. And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division.
Hamilton.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and in to hit next, the speedy presence of Billy Hamilton. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. A 2-1 count to the leadoff hitter for Kansas City.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
3rd inning, already a 3-2 ball game. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Gomes has it. but no chance to recover. Hamilton is on at first after the strikeout.
Yeah, and I can speak from experience, and I can tell you, on a night like this, it's tough to get a good grip on the ball. It's a little frigid out there, and he might have lost a little bit of feeling in his fingers. Never easy to make a good throw when that's the case.
Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Hamilton is on his way home. Safe at the plate. We are knotted at 3.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a run right back after you've given one up to the guys in the other dugout. So he squares this thing up really well to drive in a run and ties us up at 1.
Standing in now, Ben Zobrist. There's a drive out to left center field. He's in at second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB first pitch back in, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
He did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
In now, Salvador Perez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 0-1 on its way. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Yeah, and when a pitching coach goes to the mound this early, he's probably just looking to reset the pitcher's mindset, get him to forget about the negative, and give him something positive to focus on. We'll see if he responds.
Striding in once again, Eric Hosmer. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll 2.
0-1 the count. Set to deliver the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
Into the box, Ryan O'Hearn. And he fouls this one off. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Here's his splitter that's taken for a ball, 1-1.
Yeah, and that splitter is normally the go-to pitch to this guy, but it really hasn't shown that good downward action that he usually has. He needs to get back to finishing it out front.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Shot toward right center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
3 runs already home here. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
You look in the dugout, you can tell that manager's getting ready to come out on that top step. If he doesn't get out of this situation right here, and it's a tough one, I think the bullpen comes in.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
The set and the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Ken Griffey Jr. with the 3-run home run. His second of the game as they open it up to 8-3. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one.
Yeah, maybe. You don't see this very often, D-Row, when it's cold and chilly like this. Wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still seeing a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Dan, I can't explain it. Let's just tip our hats to both offenses right now because they came to play. Moving traffic against this cold weather, not easy to do.
Yasmero Petit is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Yasmero Petit.
Into the box now, Adalberto Mondesi, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. Two out, nobody on. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. That's a base hit into left field. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Stepping in now, Miguel Rojas. And he puts it on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But it'll come at a cost as 6 cross the plate. 3 of them on this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's the Royals 8 and the A's 3.
We're back now as the A's are ready to bat in the third inning, and as they do, it's worth mentioning that their lineup has been one of the best in baseball this year. Coming into the day, they are up near the top of the league in home run production, so it's certainly safe to say they're a fun bunch to watch swing the bats. When asked about their success with the long ball, one player told me, "Yeah, home runs are fun and they can change a whole game. So when we get a pitch we can do damage on, you better believe we're looking to launch." Matt, back to you.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The Athletic.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Wade Boggs. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Right side, but it's well fouled. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Goodwin arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Dante Bichette comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Pop straight up, but this will land untouched. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Standing in now, Matt Olson. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A base hit in his first trip. Here's strike 2 as the slider hits the outside corner.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-hole hitter take 2 strikes.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Well, Matt, Royals manager Ned Yost talked with me between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters, from their approach to their swings to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Stepping up to the plate, Billy Hamilton. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The 0-1 pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Speeding for second goes Hamilton. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Into the box, Brian Goodwin, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Line towards center field. Loriano patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Time now for the A's Road to the Show report as we get a look at a couple of guys making some noise in the upper levels of the minors. Ready for another shot now. Ben Zobrist, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. From the stretch. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike one.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
The 0-1. Hit well on the ground to first. And he does what he can there to avoid the tag, but they do indeed get him for the second out. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Salvador Perez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one.
Oh, wow. That's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow. Not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Line toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 9-3 game now. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
For the Royals.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Into the box now, Eric Hosmer. Here's a pop-up now. Longoria in foul ground. And a diving effort, but it's out of his reach. A foul ball. 0-1 pitch on its way. And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike two. A pause and the 0-2. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Ready on 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Royals get one on this swing by Perez. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's the Royals 9 and the A's 3. Ready for another chance? Joe Carter. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
First pitch on its way. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? It will, as it's dropped out there.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
Marcus Semien.
So digging in now, Marcus Semien, runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Hamilton is there, and he has it for the first out. Now at the plate, Jurickson Profar. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
No balls and a strike to count. Carter, base runner at first with 1 out. Hit hard down the left field line. But no one gets to this one as it lands in the home bullpen. A foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher.
2 away now in the Oakland 4th. And that means the catcher, Young Gomes, bats next. Comes set and the 0-1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. 3 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. Slow little roller to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. The A's strand 1. Still way back. It's 9-3. Striding forward now is the DH, Ryan O'Hearn. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
66.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And now a pitch on the way.
Ball 2.
And he misses again. 2-0.
2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate. And that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives. And he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Comes set with the 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. No one out with a runner at second. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Now batting, the shortstop.
So a runner at third here with 1 gone. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. A man at third with 1 away. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1. And there's a base hit on the line. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Now in the box, Miguel Rojas. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. He's running. Pitch is high. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, some may say that's a questionable steal with such a big lead, but to me, it's still too early to worry about disrespecting the other team. I've seen leads like this disappear, so they're going to keep trying to pile on.
Ready with the 1-0. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. The 1-1 home. Takes this the other way to right, and that's going to get down out there. The relay, and they've got the runner hung up between first and second, and they will tag him out between first and second.
For the Royals.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Billy Hamilton. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
One strike offering now to Hamilton. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
You could definitely tell this hitter's been guessing at the plate and guessing wrong. But here's where you can't expand the zone. You have to take a deep breath and try and fight yourself back to an even count.
The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Royals 11 and the A's 3. Back to the top of the order now. And standing in here, the veteran third baseman, Evan Longoria.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Now at the plate, Ramon Laureano hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Zobrist is there, and very quickly they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Up next for Oakland, the designated hitter, Wade Boggs.
At the plate, Wade Boggs. He singled and later scored back in the first, making him 1 for 2 so far. Now the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
Now a hard liner, but this will be a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Pop foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats. Another 0-2 home. That's lifted the other way out to left. Waiting on it is Goodwin, and that's the 3rd out. A's are gone in order, and it's not going to help them. It's 11-3. Ready now, Brian Goodwin. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Goodwin.
First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Laureano coming on. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the second baseman, Ben.
Stepping in, Ben Zobrist. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Here it is. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
The catcher, number 13.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Salvador Perez, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch on its way. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Push softly over toward the right side. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Royals go down 1-2-3. They're still in command, however. It's 11-3. So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Dante Bichette. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Oh, 2, here it comes. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Goodwin's in pursuit, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Hard hit ball to short. Mondesi brings it in. And there are 2 away now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Marcus Semien. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Semien in an 0-2 hole here. Olsen stands at second with 2 gone. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. This is popped up. Barehanded on the hop. It's there, and he's out. That was exceptional. He got the out and prevented the runner from having a chance to score. 1 left for Oakland, and it's not going to help him. It's 11-3. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Lou Trevino comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
62.
Now batting, Eric Hosmer, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special. He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
Behind 0-2 now. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. The relay, and he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Now batting.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. In now, Ryan O'Hearn, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. One 1-0 pitch on the way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Line drive, base hit.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Row. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Up next for the Royals.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Adalberto Mondesi. So far 2 for 3 in this one. First offering on its way. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
This is the tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Again, another foul ball. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Carter on the move. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Now batting.
Settling in now, Miguel Rojas. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that one swung on and missed 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. It's stretch time here in Oaktown. It's the Royals 12 and the A's 3. Into the box now, Jurickson Profar.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here, looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number 1.
Third baseman, number 3.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Evan Longoria. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Ripped down the line, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Profar leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Popped straight up, and that's going to fall. A base hit, and they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Number 22.
Hey, guys, I understand it right there. The third base coach has got to hold them up. They're down by a lot of runs right now. No reason to risk getting a guy thrown out at home in this situation.
He's set. Here it comes. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 3 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. Pitch popped up, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Hit hard down the right field line. But that's a foul ball. 2-2.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a base hit. A runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit.
And that's hitting 1-on-1 right there, guys. The only way you're able to execute that type of base hit on that type of pitch is to recognize it early, stay tall, stay back, and trust the process.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. He worked 6 1/3, mostly forgettable innings, but he will leave with the lead in his pocket. First offering on its way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The right fielder, number 10, Dante Bichette.
Digging in, Dante Bichette. Looking to minimize the damage here. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. A's have to settle for just the 1. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Royals are on top 12-4. Standing in, Billy Hamilton. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Billy Hamilton.
Here comes the first pitch. Cut fastball taken for strike one. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here. Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
The Royals have elected to challenge.
So here's one last look at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
Headsets coming off. Here comes the decision, and he is indeed out as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game.
First base.
Stepping in now, Brian Goodwin. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. Two are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Standing in now, Ben Zobrist, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. KC down in order, but they hold a 12-4 lead. Digging in and looking for more, Matt Olson. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
First baseman, Matt Olson.
The pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
The left fielder, number 29.
Digging in once again, Joe Carter. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
The batter, number 13.
In now, Marcus Semien. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far.
Your attention, please.
A new pitcher set to take over, and it's one of just a handful of submariners around nowadays. Right-hander Pat Neshek. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They're in trouble here. It's 12-4. Digging in, Salvador Perez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Salvador Perez.
First delivery to him on the way. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Two and 0 pitch on the way. Lined hard toward right center. Lands in for a base hit. And he's 3 for 5 in this one. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Now this is the way you want to start off a series. We haven't even hit the weekend yet, and he's on the board again, this time with a double. This is going to be a good 4-game set for him if he can keep this up.
Into the box now, Eric Hosmer. Line towards center field. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. The relay throw. Throw won't get him.
Now batting, number 66.
So coming to the plate, Ryan O'Hearn. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope, that's a ball.
And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
The 2-0 on the way. Hit sharply toward the right side. But taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
Now batting, the right fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
Into the box, Ken Griffey Jr. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Luckily for them, the left fielder retrieves this ball quickly. Perez on third with 2 out. And it's a ball and a strike to Ken Griffey Jr.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Carter moves over, and that retires the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Royals 12 and the Athletics 4. Here's Jurickson Profar starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch on its way. Back up the middle. And that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove out, and hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
In now, Yan Gomes, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in is Hamilton. He's there and records the first down.
Up next for Oakland.
So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Evan Longoria. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Bullet back up the middle. Hamilton is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So stepping in, Ramon Laureano. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Last strike now for Oakland. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Well, the die was cast in the 3rd inning when they posted a bunch of runs. After that, they did everything they had to just to wrap up this victory.
12-4 is the final in this game. The Royals scored 12 times en route to a win tonight. Bruce Odom earned his 5th win of the year. Jake Odorizzi was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 1 minute. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
afternoon baseball from the East Bay and the Oakland Coliseum. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Kansas City Royals and the Oakland A's. A's baseball is on the air next. Andrew Triggs, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Lifted the other way to left center. Carter is in pursuit. He's there and records the first down. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Matty, this team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
Now to the plate, Ben Zobrist. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Here comes the first pitch. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, Dero, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
Eric.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in, and when you get a look at the splits, he's really owned right-handers thus far on the season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch, and that's by him. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
He's going to have to take a deep breath. A little bit ultra aggressive at the plate right now after fishing at the first pitch and looking like he was going to commit on that one.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. Royals go down 1-2-3. And now the A's offense gets its first shot here. No score. Heath Fillmyer gets the ball for the Royals in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
At the plate, Evan Longoria. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here. This team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Stepping up now, Ramon Laureano. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First offering on its way. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
High in the air out to center field. Hamilton is under it. And that's the second out of the inning. At the plate, Dante Bichette, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 0-1 the count. Line drive to left. Goodwin will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Nothing in the Oakland first. On to the second now from the Coliseum. Still scoreless. Salvador Perez. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here comes the first pitch. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. His career numbers in this matchup, he's gone 2 for 8. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's take a look at Yan Gomes, catcher. Calls a really good game. Pitchers seem to love throwing to this guy. And don't get it twisted. He can run into a 3-run homer as well.
Coming to the plate now, Ken Griffey Jr. And he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. Here's the first pitch to him. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And it's a ball and a strike to Ken Griffey Jr. He pulls this one into right. Bichette back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Batting 6.
At the plate, Brian Goodwin.
Brian Goodwin.
First delivery to him on the way. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike 1.
I mean, this offense has gotten some ugly swings off early. This pitcher is on point right now. He is mixing and matching, and everything's working.
Behind 0-2 now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Oh, this ball is hammered out to deep center field. Into the second deck and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And the Royals are on the board first. It's 1-0.
Well, my eyesight is good, but I'm going to need a replay to see where that thing landed. That thing carried about 460 feet, which is staggering when you think about it. I know one person who's not impressed, though, and he's standing on the mound.
So here's the Royals DH, Ryan O'Hearn. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Slider. Oh, look out, as that one just about took his nose off. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
2 out, nobody on. Here's a pop-up now. Longoria has a play, and that ends the inning. But the Royals are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Royals. Striding in for Oakland, Matt Olson. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. 3-0 now. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Striding into the box, Joe Carter from the belt, kicks and deals. And a bouncing ball, foul. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hit hard on the ground to short, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, Nero, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Marcus Semien is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
A line shot to third base. Throw to the bag, and the runner's back in time.
So here's how the Kansas City Royals are positioned defensively. And I'd like to focus on Salvador Perez, the man who dons the tools of ignorance behind the dish. He's a clubhouse leader. He's one of the best pitch framers in the game. He's like a soft blanket back there for this pitching staff.
So striding in, Jurickson Profar, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Zobrist in foul ground. 2 gone.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Yan Gomes.
Now at the plate, Yan Gomes, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Olson over at second. Carter at first. 2 out in the inning. pause. And the 0-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Hamilton going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. A's strand a couple. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score.
Back now in Oakland, home of the A's, who've certainly treated these fans to some impressive pitching so far this year. In terms of ERA and WHIP, they rank among the best pitching staffs in the league, leading some of the position players I talked with to sing their praises, while also emphasizing how happy they are to play behind them on defense instead of facing them in the batter's box. One of them told me, our guys are awesome on the mound. They keep us in every game, and they really work hard as a group to push each other to get better all the time. I really appreciate what they bring to this team. Sounds like a group that has earned a lot of respect around the league and from inside their own clubhouse.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. Mondesi has what you'd call elite speed. His legs are a big part of his game on both sides of the scorecard.
This is one tool, Matty, I know nothing about. I used to get to first base, hand my batting gloves to the first base coach, give daps to the first baseman and be like, yo, what's up? This guy gets on first base and he's thinking about second and third.
The 0-2 once more. And that looked to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. One away now. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay in order to make a decision on challenging the out call on the field.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Royals have elected to challenge.
All right, we'll
the
take one last
play.
look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat that throw. This challenge might work out for him.
The decision appears to have been made, and the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. Good challenge there, and they'll maintain the right to do so again later in the game if needed.
First base has been overturned, and the batter ruled safe.
Stepping in now, Miguel Rojas. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Throw over to the bag, back in standing. The 1-0 delivery. A ball and a strike.
Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. He swings and misses. Throw down. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. The tag, and he is hooked at first. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike three.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Bases are empty here with two men out. That's out to the gap in right center. It's down for at least a base hit. With his speed, perhaps more. He'll get it into second. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Spin and a throw back to second, and a dive, but he's back. Into the box now, Ben Zobrist, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. Zobrist leads All-American League third baseman in All-Star voting coming into today, so it looks very likely at least he'll be on the AL squad, if not starting.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the All-Star game voting, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start in the All-Star game right now.
And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. One left for Kansas City, but they lead it 1-0. So it's back to the top of the order now. And standing in here, the veteran third baseman, Evan Longoria. First delivery to him on the way. High in the air out to center field. Hamilton is under it. One away. So with one gone in the inning, time for a check of the American League Central standings as you see where the Royals sit entering play today. One gone for the A's here in the third. And up next will be Ramon Laureano. Inner third let go. It's a called strike. One out, nobody on. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
The 1-2. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike three. Perez corrals it, and he makes the throw to first. Laureano is retired. 2 down now.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
That's lifted the other way out to left. On the run is Goodwin, and this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. So some life with 2 away as he's into second with the opposite field double. And his total currently best on the ball club through these first 6 or so weeks of the young season. So here's the cleanup hitter, Dante Bichette, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set and the pitch. Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner. The 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Hit high and deep out to left field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
Well, he was almost out of the inning. The last 2 batters showed him that you can't lose focus on the mound, even if you get 2 quick outs. Back-to-back doubles shows you just how quickly things can get away from you.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Fouled away. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. The 0-1 offering. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the A's get a run on this RBI double. We played 3 full, all even now at 1-1. Digging in to try it again, Eric Hosmer. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Eric Hosmer.
First pitch on its way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Two and one to the Royals first baseman. The 2-1. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And this is in a bit tight, maybe above the letters as well, so it's a full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Into the box, Salvador Perez. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Ball 2 now.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
And the 2-1. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Bichette is after it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And you can see that one guy clearly the leader in this category so far, 95 miles an hour versus an even 90 for the other. Coming to the plate now, Ken Griffey Jr. hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Here's the first pitch to him. This ball will be chopped foul. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors so far for the Royals. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. And Junior lays off that one, and the count's back even at 2-2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now at 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here, 3-2 with 2 away.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Standing in, Brian Goodwin, man at first after the 2-out walk. Here comes the first pitch. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1. Griffey Jr., the runner at first with 2 gone. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Ground ball foul down the left side. He chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Royals leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Striding in, Joe Carter. He reached on a single in his first try.
The left fielder, Joe Carter.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, he couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
0-1, here's the pitch. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
And he lays off it to even the count. 2-2. This is line to left. Goodwin arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Royals' road to the show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Digging in, Marcus Semien hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
A bouncer up the middle. And that will find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
He's been cold. Batting average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in a positive frame of mind. Hopefully that's the start of something better.
Here's Jurickson Profar as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Profar carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Profar, originally from the island nation of Curacao. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Jurickson Profar becomes out number 2 this inning. Here's the first pitch to him. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
0-1 pitch on its way. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
The 0-2 once more is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
That's a good but risky take there. On 0-2, some umpires have no problem ringing you up on a pitch that close.
And it's fouled away. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. The A's strand 1. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, Royals manager Ned Yost talked with me between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. And there's out number 1.
The batter, the second baseman, Adalberto.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. Here comes the first pitch. Chopper, foul. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. You're short, hit hard. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting, this ball, Miguel Rojas.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Miguel Rojas comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. And he parries a breaking ball that time. Good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitch.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. KC down in order. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up. So we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Thank you, Heidi.
For the A's, the third baseman, Evan Longoria.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to center field. Hamilton is right there, 1 down.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Line down the left field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. The next 0-2. Hit hard. Foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a fastball. Oh, strike 3 called on a pitch that looked inside. Instead, it's out number 2.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Standing in now, Wade Boggs, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
On with it. The first is Hosmer, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, all tied at 1-1. So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Billy Hamilton. They'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Ben Zobrist. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And we see that these guys are currently second in the AL in that department. Ready once again, Eric Hosmer. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First offering on its way. This is line to left, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up, all tied at 1-1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Dante Bichette, will be up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
And there's 1 away.
Now batting,
So 1 gone for the A's in their half of the 6th, and that brings in the big power-hitting first baseman, Matt Olson. Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul. A 1 pitch on its way. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch, and he fouls this one off. Now another 0-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Next up for the A's, Joe Carter. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good curveball there. Clipped the outside black for a called strike.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch, or he's going to start getting hurt.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Down the first baseline. Hosmer has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order. Score remains tied 1-1. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. All square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Ryan Buchter is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. Into the box, Salvador Perez will start the 7th in what's been a fast-moving pitcher's duel to date.
Salvador
From the stretch. Line to the right side. But that's a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Bichette going back on it, and they have taken the lead. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Royals have taken the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, this guy's been unhittable all year, but eventually you knew somebody would get to him. That's the first home run he's given up all year. But like all good relievers, he has to have a short memory and put it behind him.
Now batting, right fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
In now, Ken Griffey Jr. As they chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. One count. Here's the pitch. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
Nope.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Brian Goodwin will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. high in the air into shallow left center. Simeon calls for it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, number 66.
Into the box now, Ryan O'Hearn, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch coming, here it is. And he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, he's going to have to set his sights a little bit more over the heart of the plate. I can't have one of my best left-handed power hitters reaching and taking an ugly swing like that.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. And this pitch is lined softly down the line and left, but this is a foul ball. The 0-2 delivery. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3 and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Royals get 1 on this swing by Perez. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. And the Royals have taken a 2-1 lead. Stepping into the box, Marcus Semien. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command? Even if he's still throwing strikes, stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. 2-1. Line toward the alley in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number 1.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Into the box now, Jurickson Profar. No balls and 1 strike. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Swing and he pops him up. Rojas onto the grass. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately. There's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Pat Neshek takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. He swings and grounds it to short, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, guys, I think the pitcher was just trying to steal a strike right there. I do not think he expected to get ambushed on an 0-0 get-me-over breaking ball. But that's exactly what happened.
Digging in now, Evan Longoria. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
The 0-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks strikes and 2 that time. The second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop to receive the ball that time. So that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
Stepping in now, Ramon Laureano, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. Big spot, 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So good work there from the Kansas City bullpen. 8th inning coming up. It's the Royals 2 and the A's 1. Liam Hendricks will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
Number 16.
Stepping into the box, Adalberto Mondesi. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Carter racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Look there at the numbers for our 2 starters here today. Both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout. Stepping in, Miguel Rojas. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Hendricks is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
Well hit to right, and that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. And he popped him up. Profar is there. 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 6.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Billy Hamilton. He was a ground out victim last time up. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Carter has a beat on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Royals lead it 2-1. Now the A's designated hitter, Wade Bob. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
No balls and a strike to count. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. Rojas will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
The right fielder, number 10.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. First pitch is a sinker, too low. 1-0. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Troy Percival answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Troy Percival.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Percival, a right-hander standing 6'3". This is his 16th season at the major league level, and obviously that alone reflects the incredible career he's put together.
Yeah, and he's had to continue to evolve and adjust as a ball player. To stay in the league that long, 15 years, I can't begin. He's on the short list. There's not many guys who make it a year, 2 years, maybe max. I would wonder what the average length is of guys in the big leagues. But to stay in this game 15 years screams to being a great teammate and being willing to constantly adjust.
Matt Olson is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2. This is pulled into right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. Our score remains 2-1. So striding forward now, Ben Zobrist. Could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. So next to the plate for the Royals, Eric Hosmer. In previous meetings with Liam Hendricks, 7 hits in 14 tries. And it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Standing in now, Salvador Perez. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Now at the plate, Ken Griffey Jr. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And Griffey swings right through this one, so it's 0-2 now to Junior.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
Pitch to Junior. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of. Stepping up to the plate, Joe Carter. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Joe Carter.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Jake Diekman is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
41, Jake Diekman.
First delivery to him on the way. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike one. Diekman, a native of Nebraska, the Cornhusker State as they call it. He was taken in the 30th round back in the draft of 2007.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
The throw into second. But it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of role they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
First offering on its way. And this will be fouled away.
His approach to the plate right here has to be to the right side. If he gets it through the infield, that tying run might come around, but at the very least, that would get the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
High and deep to right center. Hamilton on the move. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jurickson.
Striding in once again, Jurickson Profar, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Has a look, now the pitch. A ball and no strikes. Carter takes his lead at third with one away. Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout.
Now batting, the catcher, Gomes.
Ready for another shot now, Yan Gomes. And we'll see what he can do with the tying run at second, the potential winning run at first with one away. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Working quickly now as the splitter's in there. 0-2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
And here's a swing and a miss. And that, folks, is a big out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. He's set. The 0-1. Sinker. 1 ball, 1 strike.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Last strike now for Oakland. And he struck him out, and the ball game is over as they get the possible tying run over to third, but can't get him across.
Well, there might be a few chewed up fingernails on both sides, but this one ends with the tying run on third and the winning run stranded at first. Great game right down to the end.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1 the final score this afternoon. The Royals jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Heath Fillmyer earns his 8th victory of the season. Jake Diekman wraps it up for the save, his 16th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Kansas City Royals. 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on.